What's going on, guys? Train back at you today with another video. So, of course, I'm a day late. I'm actually 2 days late because I got the Valkyries late to you, and we went over the Valkyrie cards in the previous video. Link in the description. Plugging myself. But now we have Zigfried's 3 goddesses revealed to us. The goddesses that he used against Joey Wheeler, and the ones that are basically fucking god tier cards if you have all 3. So, I mean, I'm not even going to waste any time. I want to jump right into this video because I'm still so excited that we finally get Zigfried's cards. Starting off, we have Goddess Skuld's Oracle continuous spell card. When this card is activated, if all monsters you control are Valkyrie monsters, minimum 1, you can add 1 Goddess Verdande's Guidance from the deck to your hand. Once per turn during your main phase, you can look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, and if you do, place them on top of their deck in any order, but you cannot normal or special summon monsters for the rest of this turn, except fairy monsters. You can only activate 1 Goddess Skuld's Oracle once per turn. Alright, so you can basically just look at your opponent's top 3 cards and rearrange them in any order that you want to do, and get a little info on what they're playing, on what they're going to be drawing, and possibly stop them from getting the cards that are going to stop you. I mean, that's pretty good in my opinion. That's one of the perks that what was that deck? Spirals. That's one of the perks that Spirals had, and that's basically what these cards are going to be doing, except a little more broken in my opinion. So moving on to the second goddess, we have Goddess Verdande's Guidance, continuous spell card as well. When this card is activated, if all monsters you control are Valkyrie monsters, minimum 1, you can add 1 Goddess Erd's Verdict from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, you can declare 1 type of card, monster, spell, or trap, reveal the top card of your opponent's deck, and if it was the declared type, then set it to their field. Otherwise, they add it to their hand. You can only activate 1 Goddess Verdande's Guidance per turn. So it helps you combo off with Goddess Skuld's effect. So you rearrange the effects of, rearrange the cards with the effects of Skuld's, and then using the Goddess Verdande's, you can basically guarantee that you're going to call the right card, and then you'll set it to their field. I want to know what kind of interaction we'll get though, because if they set like a quick play spell or a counter trap or something like that, they could just chain it to one of your cards, I guess. But then again, I'm not too sure about that. So it's also pretty weak because if you don't have Skuld's Oracle out, then you're kind of guessing blindly, and if you guess wrong, you get to, your opponent basically gets to add it to their hand, and you never want to give your opponent any advantage over your shit. That's pretty much point blank. So going into the third goddess that wraps these cards up is Goddess Erd's Verdict, continuous spell card. Go figure. Your opponent cannot target Valkyrie monsters you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Once per turn, you can declare 1 card name, and then target 1 set card your opponent controls. Reveal the set card, and if it was the declared card, banish it. Otherwise, banish 1 card you control. So they all kind of interact with each other, except for this one. So Skuld will add Verdande, and then Verdande will add Erd. But Erd does not add Skuld, and that's what I don't like about these cards. But it finishes off the combo and actually is pretty cool in the interaction when you stack their decks with Skuld, and then use Verdande to call it correct, and they'll set it, and then use Erd and you'll banish it, and that'll help you with your other Valkyries. Which Valkyries were they? Excuse me. Valkyrie, I'm having issues right now. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, Valkyrie Jitta, the one where it gains 200 for each banished monster your opponent has. So you can basically, start stacking up some monsters in your opponent's banish zone and boost that Dritta up by 200 for each card, and kind of help push for that OTK that Mistress of the Time Goddess is gonna, help you get to. Overall, these cards aren't very good by themselves. Like Skuld's Oracle would be cool to have by itself, but if you have Skuld's Oracle, then you'll be getting your Verdande, and then you'll be getting your Erd. So I don't know why you wouldn't have all three if you started with Skuld. But if you were to play like Verdande or Erd by themselves and you called wrong, then you'd add a card to your opponent's hand. And then if you use Erd and you called wrong, you have to banish one card you control. That's a no bueno situation, boyo. I like what they do for the deck. I like, of course they have their anime effects, and that's just gives me a little chubby. They have the restriction, thank God, that you have to control Valkyrie monsters to use them, which is good because it's for the Valkyrie deck, but at the same time, you don't control Valkyrie. Like the normal summonable one, I think it was Vita or something like that. If you don't have any of your Valkyries out, then you're kind of fucked. The goddesses are nice. And like I said, I'll fucking max them out in my Valkyrie deck, and I'll be playing Valkyries and take it to locals and go 0-4, 0-5, 1-3, lose every fucking game I play after I pick this deck up, but I won't care because, it's the fucking Valkyries and we've all been waiting so long for them. But those are just my thoughts, guys. I want to know what you think about the goddesses. Tell me what you think about the Valkyries. Go check out the Valkyrie video that I did. And leave your comments down below. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching, y'all. But this is where the train ends with me, your host, Kill Train. If you made it this far, I think of you. If you could go ahead and show me some support, that'd be fucking fantastic. I would appreciate all of it. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Comment any opinions or ideas you have for me. Consider hitting that sub button for me for more weekly content that I keep intending to put out about our beloved pieces of expensive cardboard. That'll be it for me. I'll catch you guys next time.